If you're still thinking bodybuilding is just lifting weights, think again. It's a system, a science, and a complete lifestyle change. Get this right, and your body won't just change, it will transform into something you never thought possible. Bodybuilding is not about walking into the gym, grabbing the heaviest dumbbell, and hoping for the best. It's about structure, it's about vision, and most of all, it's about discipline. When done right, it becomes something far beyond a workout plan. It becomes a way of life. You see, the moment you step into the world of bodybuilding with intention, something inside you changes. You begin to think differently. You start to measure progress, not in shortcuts or quick fixes, but in dedication, discipline, and daily decisions. Bodybuilding isn't about the hour you spend at the gym. It's about the 23 other hours. How you eat, how you sleep, how you recover, how you live. That's why the best results don't go to the strongest. They go to the most consistent. Let's talk about the upper body, because that's where most people start. It's what you see in the mirror. And let's be honest, it's often what people judge first. But if you're serious about building strength, aesthetics, and performance, then understanding muscle isolation and targeting is crucial. Start with the chest, the pectoralis major and minor. These are the muscles responsible for pushing power. Think about exercises like the bench press, push-ups, chest flies, and cable presses. Each one hits the chest slightly differently. Use them all. Don't just chase heavy weight, chase muscle engagement. Now your arms, they're not just for show. Strong arms mean better lifts, better control, and better balance in compound movements. Split them into two zones. Biceps, they handle pulling movements. Barbell curls, hammer curls, concentration curls. Don't swing the weights, control them. Feel the tension. Triceps, they make up nearly 2/3 of your upper arm. Prioritize dips, skull crushers, tricep pushdowns. Learn to push with precision. Let's move to the shoulders, the deltoids. One of the most misunderstood muscle groups. They're split into anterior, lateral, and posterior heads. You need to hit all three to get that round cannonball look. Use overhead presses for the front, lateral raises for the sides, and reverse flies or face pulls for the rear. Balance is everything. And what about posture? That's where your upper back comes in. Muscles like the trapezius and rhomboids don't get enough credit. They keep your shoulders in position, your spine safe, and your lifts strong. Exercises like rows, face pulls, shrugs, and pull-ups build that thick, solid back that screams power, even in a t-shirt. Now here's the key. It's not just what you train, it's how you train. Understand the difference between compound movements and isolation exercises. Compound moves, like bench presses, pull-ups, or barbell rows, activate multiple muscle groups at once. They build raw strength and mass. Isolation moves, like dumbbell curls or tricep kickbacks, target one muscle at a time. They sculpt and refine. You need both. But before you chase the pump, master your form. Poor technique isn't just inefficient, it's dangerous. Lift with control. Focus on range of motion, tempo, and muscle contraction. Trust me, lighter weights with perfect form will outwork sloppy heavy sets every time. Bodybuilding is personal. Some lifters respond better to higher reps, others to heavier weights. But what's universal is the need for structure. You don't guess your way to results. You build them, one rep at a time with intention. This is the foundation. This is where real progress begins. Not just in the gym, but in your mindset. Because once you understand that bodybuilding isn't a hobby, it becomes a lifestyle. And when that switch flips in your mind, everything changes. Now that you've understood how to train smarter and build your upper body with intention, it's time to talk about something just as powerful. What happens outside the gym? You've probably heard it before. Muscles aren't built in the gym. They're built in the kitchen and in your sleep. And it's 100% true. Let's start with nutrition, because it's the fuel behind every rep, every recovery, every inch of growth. To build muscle, your body needs protein, and not just a little. Aim for around 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That means if you weigh 180 pounds, you should be getting close to 180 grams of protein daily. It's not optional, it's essential. Protein repairs muscle fibers that break down during training. Without it, you're spinning your wheels. Your best sources? Chicken breast, lean beef, eggs, fish, Greek yogurt, whey protein. Build your meals around protein, always. Then there's your caloric intake. If you want to grow, you need to be in a slight caloric surplus. That means consuming more calories than you burn, but not junk calories. Think clean, complex carbs like oats, rice, and sweet potatoes. Healthy fats from nuts, avocados, olive oil. It's about quality calories, not just quantity. And don't forget hydration. Water supports digestion, recovery, joint health, and even helps with strength and endurance. You may not feel it immediately, but over time, dehydration kills performance. Stay sharp, drink consistently throughout the day. Now let's talk about what most people ignore: recovery. You don't grow when you lift, you grow when you rest. That's when your body rebuilds torn muscle fibers and comes back stronger. Sleep is your secret weapon. Shoot for 7 to 9 hours every night. It's not laziness, it's part of the process. The deeper and better you sleep, the better you grow. Also, take your rest days seriously. You don't need to train hard every day. In fact, if you do, you might be doing more harm than good. Overtraining can lead to fatigue, strength plateaus, or worse, injuries. And that brings us to one of the most important parts of this journey: injury prevention. You can't make progress if you're sidelined by a torn muscle or a messed up shoulder. That's why you need to warm up properly before every session. Dynamic movements, light cardio, and warm-up sets prep your muscles for heavier loads. Avoid the trap of ego lifting. The weights will always be there. Your joints won't if you wreck them. Choose weights you can control through the full range of motion. Quality beats quantity every time. After training, focus on stretching and mobility work. You don't have to be a yoga master, but take 10 to 15 minutes to keep your body flexible, balanced, and injury-resistant. It'll pay off in the long run. And here's something most beginners skip entirely: periodization. That means varying your training intensity over time. Mix heavy weeks with moderate weeks. Rotate focus between strength, hypertrophy, and recovery. This not only avoids burnout, it accelerates results. Lastly, remember, bodybuilding is a long game. There's no finish line, no cheat code. You'll have ups, you'll have setbacks. But if you treat this like a lifelong craft, not a 30-day challenge, you will succeed. Because here's the truth: when you respect the process, when you build your body with patience, discipline, and strategy, the rewards go far beyond muscle. You'll gain confidence, mental toughness, self-respect, and a body that reflects the work you've put in. If this video gave you value, drop a like, share it with someone on their fitness journey, and hit that subscribe button for more weekly breakdowns like this. Remember, your best body isn't built in a day, but it starts with the decision you make today. Stay strong, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next one.